and we are back again with another iteration of What's Emmanuel Thinking. And my name is Emmanuel. I'm the one thinking. Iteration, that's a good word, bro. Look, some of y'all may know, some of y'all may not know. I do stand-up comedy. If you don't know, now you know. My problem is people are not as smart as I would like them to be. Okay? I love using words. I write bits sometimes, and the words that I want to use, I can't use because not enough people know words. I don't even know how to put this. And I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm a smart dude. I'm not smarter than anyone else, but just like, I used to use the word preposterous often. A lot of people, some of y'all may know, I had a good friend of mine. Apparently, he'd been doing an imitation of me often, and it would pretty much be like, oh, so I was in traffic and everyone stopped at the red light. Preposterous, because I used to use preposterous a lot. But apparently preposterous is a big word. I didn't know that people thought preposterous was a big word. I used to use preposterous often. Preposterous was my go-to word. I literally had someone be like, hey, yo, you should get merch with the word preposterous in it. But here's the catch, okay? I can say a lot more words than I can spell, and I can't spell preposterous. I think there's like 6 P's in it. Okay, so that's what I'm saying when I don't think I'm smarter than anybody. But what I am also saying is that because some of the times I like to use words like iteration, as I previously used in this show. There's a lot of other. I'm a very eclectic kind of guy. You know what I mean? I got a wide range of vocabulary that I like to unleash sometimes in the world. But the problem is, if you have to think too much, it's not funny. Maybe I should write a book. If I write a book, then I'm allowed to use any word I want, and then y'all just have to read it or not read it. But it's gonna be spelled wrong regardless, because fucking editor. I don't use editors. Yeah. Anyways, what we think about this week, man? I've been battling with this thought. Okay. Why don't we have proximity chat with cars? Okay. Why don't we have? You know what? It's funny because I wrote it down and I've been thinking about it in my head, but I just said it out loud and I answered my own question. Because y'all use the N-word when you're in your car by yourself. That's the fucking truth. But y'all know who I mean by y'all, alright? And if you're like, who do you mean by y'all? I'm talking about you, okay? Because y'all use the N-word in the car. And then I would have to drive by the car and I would just hear nothing but engines and N-words. That's exactly what it is. That's like that Chris Brown song. What is it? Automobiles and cars or whatever. It would just be engines and N-words. That's all. You know what I mean? That's what you guys would do. And I don't know, why do y'all love the N-word so much? That's my question. What is it about the N-word that's so fascinating? I understand it was your invention. I get it. But I don't know. I don't get it. I try my hardest not to use it. I don't use it very often. I use it, very rarely. People will, and I don't use it around non-black people. That's number one, okay? And for all my black people out there that use the N-word around non-black people, you need to realize that's like eating candy around kids, okay? Because they're going to want some because we make it look like so much fun. You know what I'm saying? You hang out with a couple brothers, they all saying the N-word. You see the white boy start to smile a little bit because he's happy. He's around it. You know what I mean? He's like, man, my word. His ancestors are pleased. They're using our word. You know what I mean? That's exactly what's going on. Just keep it to your people. You know what I mean? And I don't know why we're the only race that uses our slur as a form of camaraderie. And I know all the arguments, we taking the power of the word back, blah, blah, blah. And again, don't get it twisted. I use the N-word. I use it all the time with my brothers, but I don't use it often, okay? I don't use it on stage, that's for sure. I probably said the N-word on stage like 3 times, okay? 3 times for effect, usually, but I use it very rarely. Like I said, 3 times, and I've done fucking hours and hours of shows, right? I wouldn't say, it's just don't use it around them, man. It's like I said, it's around like eating candy around kids. I don't eat candy around kids because you don't want to hear that. Can I have some? That annoying. Can I have some? No, you can't have some, because if you have some, you're going to ruin your dinner. And by dinner, I mean your day. Because if you say the N-word around the wrong black guy, you're going to get your ass kicked, and then it's a whole thing, you know what I mean? And then they're like, I don't like black people because they beat me up. Why'd they beat you up? Because you said the N-word. Why'd you say the N-word? Because I wanted to. Why can't I say it? You say it. You know what I mean? That's the same discussion that goes down every single time. I just had the full argument right now, you know? So just skip it. I'm trying to save y'all the headache, you know? And that's the thing, man. People, and I know some of you guys people like getting in fights sometimes, or people like the essence of getting in fights, the essence of a fight, you know? The attempt at a fight, you know? Someone's like about to get upset, someone's about to get mad, you know? Because people like to feel tough. I get it. You want to feel tough. You want to bully these people sometimes, but just don't. It's not worth it. Although you can bully a certain group of people. You can bully people that think it's funny to threaten family members, all right? You know, I'm not going to say any names. I'm just going to tell you all the situation and how I could have handled it. But I'm a calm, cool, and collected kind of guy, you know? I'm peaceful. I'm a peaceful guy. I try my hardest, you know? But I had someone decide to reach out to someone that I know and start talking some shit. It was crazy. And it was a stranger, okay, you know? But here's what we need to realize. This is what we need to remember. All you and me, if you're at the camera, come close. Look, it's a small world, and we're all on the web, okay? People are worried about AI and Google and blah, blah, blah. Look, sometimes you need to worry about me, you know? And by me, I mean whoever you might be beefing. Okay, y'all don't get it. This dude called a family member of mine, you know, because they operate a business, you know, and they have their contact information for said business on their vehicle. You know, unfortunately, there's the light wasn't working or whatever. What you have it, I don't know the exact situation, but this person took it upon himself to make a phone call and leave a threatening call to somebody I know. That's crazy behavior. Because I always tell people in life, you don't know who's crazy, okay? We don't know who's crazy. And I often take it upon myself to be the crazy lesson, okay? Now, what that means is I do something crazy to teach you a lesson about crazy people out there, okay? Now, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to spook you to get you to, I'm like beyond scared straight. You know what I mean? I'm like scared straight before the kids actually go to jail. I'm trying to curb their behavior before someone actually does something. Because I know some people that will do something crazier. Because within 15 minutes, based on this guy's first and last name, I found his home address, I found out where his wife works, I found out where he works. Look, that took 15 minutes. I didn't even break a sweat. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is don't do crazy stuff. Because there might be crazy people out there. Now imagine if I was crazy, okay? And I know what you're saying right now, Emmanuel, that's not a stretch. Well, imagine if I was crazier, okay? I could have just shown up at his house and had a conversation. And imagine if I was crazier than that version of Emmanuel. I could have had a stern conversation. That's all I'm saying. We need to remember this is a small world. Everybody, just be kind to each other. Be peaceful. Be easy. Be humble, be easy. Word to the lyrics. Let them know. Shout out the lyrics. Be humble, be easy. Yeah, no, that's the truth. But I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit impressed with myself with how quickly, because he was a ghost. Low-key, he was a ghost. I also found out about his failed businesses. That's actually how I ended up tying it to his wife and found out his. Not important how I found out the information, but I'm just letting you guys know. Even when you think you're a ghost on the web, come on, man. We can figure something out. Something's online. Something's online. Unless you're in the woods, you know, shitting in a bucket, something's online and someone can find you. Someone can find you, you know. But it's okay. All's good. The update on the story, everything's fine. Everyone's happy. Everyone's, you know what I mean? My family is fine. We all right. Don't even worry about it. We protected on this side. You know, because we got some crazy people, but we also know some crazy people. And that's the thing. And that's often the thing. A person like me, beyond scared straight kind of guy like me, you know, I don't do anything crazy, but I know the people that do the crazy things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, let's all be calm. No phone calls need to be made. Let's all be relaxed. Let's just be relaxed. Man, yo, shout out Pippi Longstocking. I've been doing some intrusive work, and I have this infatuation with redheads, and I found out why. It's all due to Pippi Longstocking. Yes, quite a pivot, Emmanuel. How did you segue from one to the other? I don't know. I don't play on this shit. Look, Pippi Longstocking was the GOAT. Is the GOAT. I don't know how many of y'all young kids probably don't even know Pippi Longstocking. I don't know if Pippi Longstocking is still in rotation right now. Is that show? I'm gonna search this up right now. Pippi Longstocking. Yeah, no, Pippi Longstocking is over, but you can still get it on TV. I don't know why I like Pippi Longstocking, and I'm looking at her right now, and in my head, she was way better. I don't know what. look. This is. Let me talk. She used to be way better. In my head, I remember Pippi Longstocking looking like what's that, Scarlett Johansson from the Avengers, Black Widow, when she was Black Widow with the red hair, with the dark red hair. You know what I'm saying? Right before Thanos threw her off that bridge or cliff. Yeah, no, she was looking right. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. But all I'm saying is Pippi Longstocking was the catalyst for my infatuation with redheads. It's just, I had to go back all the way to figure that out. Shit. Yeah, shout out Pippi Longstocking. Goodness gracious. See, and this is what I don't like, okay? I always look at this stuff, and Pippi Longstocking's first appearance was in 1945. So I have to now come to the realization that Pippi Longstocking would have called me the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the struggle sometimes that you got to deal with, as a black man. Sometimes your favorite characters, you have to, have that conversation with yourself and be like, they probably wouldn't have liked me. And it's okay. You get past it. You grow. Maybe Pippi was one of the woke ones. Yeah, 1945. Do you know what a woke was back in 1945? You just didn't say it to their face. That's the only difference between. That's what woke was back then. You like, what? You scared to say it to your face? You hippie. That's what it was back then. We progressed a far step. Some say too far. I say it's all fun from here. You know what I mean? Let's get as crazy as we can. I love that shit. Yeah, no, but shout out Pippi Longstocking and Scarlett Johansson in the Avengers. Shout out, man. What Thanos did to you was wrong, baby. I would have saved you. Although I will say, having Hawkeye in that fight, like, both of y'all are useless. Okay, both of y'all are useless. Let's get that out the way. Both of you guys are useless. You guys are fighting aliens, and y'all motherfuckers is just like, you guys are essentially detectives. I don't know. Well, whatever. Y'all are useless, but I preferred having Hawkeye. Because he at least got a bow and arrow. Actually, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna go. No, but she had guns. But you know what? This is not a conversation for right now. But like I said, shout out Scarlett Johansson and all that jazz. Breaking news! Actually, this is news. I just heard this before hopping on here. Is black reparations are apparently up for discussion again in California. They talking about black reparations. I didn't need to know because I came late. Okay, by late I mean I'm a refugee. I was, my family didn't get on no boats. But is there an allocation for the trickle-ins? You know what I mean? Because it's almost like my family came to save y'all, if you really think about it. But whatever. It depends on what the dollar amount is, if it's even worth it. And if because this reparation comes up all the time. As soon as election time comes up, all y'all do the same thing. All y'all talk about, reparation this, reparation that. Y'all just trying to buy some votes, and then as soon as it goes, oh, sir, because then y'all do the math on the reparations, and it's like trillions of dollars. And y'all broke. Like, let's get real about it. The government broke, man. I don't know any, they ask for money from me every damn year. Alright, let's get real about it. I'm about to out the government on their broke behavior. They ask me for money every single year, okay? They probably ask you too. They talk about taxes. But then what's coming off my check then? You know what I mean? Like y'all bad with money. Y'all real bad with money. And then you guys ask me, you have the nerve to ask me for money, even though you ain't paid me back from the last time I gave you a loan. Riddle me that. You know what I mean? Y'all got some broke people behaviors, man. That's bananas. Y'all gotta work on budgeting. That's what I'm saying, man. You guys gotta budget better. Poverty. Yeah, it's crazy. It's what if I had the spending habits of the, you know what? I'm not even gonna go down that road because I don't have good spending habits. So I do have the spending habits of the government, and I know the pitfalls you make. You guys like buying shiny things. That's all it is. I got cool hats. Y'all buy cool hats with my fucking tax money, and then ask me for more money, talking about I already spent what you gave me. And then when I try to call you, you're like, the wait time is 5 hours. What the fuck do you mean 5 hour wait time? I'm trying to pay you money and you're trying to make it hard? Come on, son. That's bananas. That's bananas behavior. I will never understand that. Why is it so hard for me to pay you money? I just have some questions and I just need some answers before I start cutting $2,000 checks. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. Like, I feel like that's a reasonable ask, but you know, for some weird reason, I'm on the phone, wait time 5 hours. I'm hanging up. 5 hours? Do you think my phone has a 5 hour battery life? Do you think my patience waits 5 hours? Like 5 hours. 5 hours. Where am I? What? I don't know anything I'd wait 5 hours for, right? I'd wait 5 hours to keep my money, actually, but that's not what the answer is going to be, because I got to ask you guys how much I owe you. How much do I owe you, you know? Anyways, and I don't call that political. I call that just regular. Everybody pays taxes. Everybody does it. There's no side to it, you know? No one likes giving away money. No one likes it. And if you do, you're crazy or you have none. You know what I mean? Everybody that don't have money always want to give away some money. That's all I'm saying. I tell people, I like charity. I'm a charitable person myself, but I often tell people, you can't take care of other people if you're not taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? How in the world are you trying to be charitable with no money in your pockets? That's bananas. You can't do that. You got to make sure you're on the up and up before you take care of somebody else. That's just a life lesson right there. Another life lesson that I've been thinking about is back in the day, man, because I'm like about 30 right now, give or take, depending on who I'm lying to. But I've been thinking about the good old days, you know. Do you guys remember when we didn't know anything about celebrities? Yeah, I remember when news, like technology is a good thing, but also a bad thing. I feel like certain news was much better back in the day because one, we didn't have access to so much information about people's personal lives. We didn't have access so quickly. You know what I'm saying? It's way too quick and way too much. I like back when I didn't know anything about the celebrities that I used to listen to. You know, all I knew is their next album and their last album, and that's all I needed to know about them. All I knew was about their next movie and their last movie, and that's all I needed to know about them. Now, we're running into a different situation where people are having to answer questions that nobody needs to answer, right? And I'm going to talk about it because Amber Heard just announced that she's going to retire from Hollywood. First off, I don't think that's an actual job you can retire from, but that's not important. But what has happened now is I realize that I've never actually seen Amber Heard in my life, okay? And the question comes up, damn, she fine as hell. Is someone pooing in your bed as bad as they say? That's the kind of stuff that I don't want to have to answer. I didn't answer that question because I'm a gentleman. But there's some fellas out there who are answering that question, and they're answering that question incorrectly, okay? And yes, there's a right answer. I'm not going to tell you what that is because I don't judge people based on what they do in the bedroom. But here's the thing. Usually what happens in the bedroom stays in the bedroom, but now it doesn't stay in the bedroom. Why do I know all this information about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? It's not my, I didn't want to know anything about that. I liked it better when it was like hearsay and rumors, so you didn't have to actually dig into it. Whatever, there's no evidence. You know what I mean? You just chill. Whatever. Oh, I heard Fresh Prince and his wife be doing some crazy stuff. Okay, cool. I don't care. I'm watching this TV show. You know what I mean? Like, what does that have to do with me? You know, his TV show is so impactful, and this is the one thing that gets me. Okay, because now people know a lot about all these celebrities' personal lives, they want to try to diminish their work. Okay, it's been about a year now, so I think I could speak on it without having to upset some people. But I do have to let you people know, you guys all loved Will Smith. Okay, y'all shut up about this. Oh, I literally heard people say, "What has Will Smith ever done for me?" If you don't shut the fuck up, come on now. Aside from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, okay, he did Pursuit of Happiness. Aside from Pursuit of Happiness, I Am Legend. Aside from I Am Legend, Independence Day. Aside from Independence Day, Bad Boys 1, 2, 3, Bad Boys for Life. Aside from that as well, Men in Black 1, 2. Like, don't make me go through every single project that he's done that has had an impact in your life. You know, because that's like the only person you lying to is yourself. Like, yeah, he slapped Chris Rock. He's a comedian. He's gonna be all right. Comedians get slapped all the time. Do you know what we do for a living? Is talk shit about people, places, and things. That's what we do. We talk shit about people, we talk shit about places, and we talk shit about things. That's what we do. Now, when you talk shit, you're gonna get slapped. That's literally the math equation. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I don't know if they need to teach that in schools, because usually if you talk shit and then you add it and then the equal is you're going to get slapped. That's exactly the equation, right? So Chris Rock, that slap has been on its way for years. He's been slapped before. It's not going to be the last time he's going to get slapped. Trust me. I've been slapped many a times. A slap is always on the way, okay? That's how I live my life, because I know what I do for life. I talk shit a lot. I mean, as I've grown, obviously, the likelihood of a slap has gone down. As a comic, I've only ever been attacked once. Yeah. And you're like, what, man? You got attacked, and you're big. Yeah, man. People will check you. Sometimes people test you. Granted, it did not go in his favor at all. Trust me, it was a first round knockout. I'm holding the championship belt. He will not be back in the ring. That's all I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that there's always an ass whooping waiting for you around the corner when the life you lead is talking shit. That's just how it goes. Because not everybody is well versed in calming themselves down. I used to have a bad temper. I used to go off on people all the time, And that was crazy. And now here I am, eclectic, calm dude, calm, cool. I would say I'm like the Dalai Lama, but that dude is crazy. I don't know if y'all heard about him, but he's crazy. That dude be sucking children's tongues. Do your Googles. I'm not going to talk about that smut on my show. This is a family show, okay? This is for the family. I'm not talking about that disgusting behavior on here. So do your Googles, and then erase your Googles, because you don't want to be Googling Dalai Lama sucking on kids' tongues. That's not what you want in your Google history. You will go to jail. You will end up on a watch list. That's exactly how that goes. But to sum that last point up is y'all loved Will Smith. Continue to love Will Smith. That's the one thing that he's done ever. You know what I'm saying? If we really want to think about it, Hollywood is a crazy place, and people crack often. People crack all the time, and there's a wide range. You know what I mean? People do some crazy stuff, but slapping a dude that was talking shit about your wife is really on the bottom tier of the spectrum. If you really want to look at it, that's not too crazy. Doing it at the Oscars, however, is bananas. That's some bananas behavior. I wouldn't have picked the Oscars to do that, but I also don't get invites to the Oscars. We're going to talk about that eventually too, where I don't get invites to the Oscars. Bananas. I really do feel like I should be getting invited, but whatever. That's between me and the Oscars. That will settle up one of these days. Yeah, but anyways, on to the next thing. The biggest problem I think that's happening in today's society is interviewers on the street. That needs to stop. We need to stop that. We're oversaturating the market of talk shows, if you will. Yes, I know. Emmanuel, isn't this a talk show? Of course it's a talk show. It's called What's Emmanuel Thinking? But I'm not talking about me, okay? This isn't about me. This is about those strangers in the streets, okay? We all see those clips on social media. We all see those clips on YouTube where they walk up to you with their phone, treat it like a microphone, and then ask you some crazy ass question. What's the most wild thing that you've ever done for money? And then the person proceeds to say far too much information to way too many people. You know what I'm saying? You know, and these people, they just walk up, hey yo, let me ask you a question. Have you ever cheated on your man? And the man's standing right there. What do you expect's gonna happen? You know? They trying to get a clip. They think they're gonna go viral, so they're gonna say yes. And then now what? All I'm saying is, if you come to me with that, I'm gonna steal your phone. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Like that. I don't know why. Look, we need to bring back slaps. I think that's why I've been torn on the Will Smith thing for about a year now. Because as a comic, I'm like, man, Will Smith, why would you do that? But on the flip side, as a human being who's had to watch slaps disappear from society and, you know, fall out of the norm is very painful. Because you guys remember that slaps used to be how we used to curb bad behavior? I will slap you. You know, Africans know, I will slap you, bro. You come on now. Slap is how we used to curb bad behavior. I'm a fan of it. A quick bitch slap one time fixes a lot of problems. I remember some of my best friends have slapped me before. You know, I wouldn't be the man I am today without the slaps I had yesterday. That's exactly, you know, I could run for president. That's how I've had so many slaps. I'm eligible for presidency. That's how great of a man I am now, you know? And I'm just telling you, slaps are what create great people. You know, I'm just saying, curbs bad behavior, it corrects, it adjusts, because when your ears are ringing, right? When your ears are ringing, you know, you can't do anything, because you can't hear anything else. All you can hear is the sound of your own failure, and then as the ringing starts to subside, you start to think about, wow, how could I have avoided getting this slap? What were the steps in which it took me to get slapped? Because the one thing is, people didn't get slapped by accident. There wasn't no accidental slaps going on. You know, and I don't know what it was. I honestly don't know what it was, but I'm just saying that a lot of the slaps that I've seen in my life have created some of the best people I know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I know a lot of great people. I know a lot of people that have been slapped. And that Venn diagram is like this. Oh man, look, grow up. I'm trying to make a Venn diagram where I got big hands, so I can't. You know, and don't Photoshop nothing crazy in there. I'll find you dirty minds. All I'm saying is, I believe in 2024 we should start to reinitiate the slap back into society. You know, I very much do believe that. You know, because I'm trying to think about moments in which I was being bad, or I was doing something stupid and then I got slapped. But the thing is, the slap actually smacked that ability and that memory out of my body completely. I can't even repeat it, because it's gone. It's gone, you know? I might have done something stupid. I might have said something offensive in public. I might have done something, get a quick one behind the head, you know? You know, exactly, man. I once saw a homie come up to my homie and take a bite of his chicken. Bro, I've never seen a slap so fast in my life. Abdul, I remember that slap to this day. I was in high school, bro. That man never stole again. I'm telling you, the slap, he never stole anything again. The slap was stopping crimes. Stopping crimes. Think about that. Think about that. All the services we have to try to stop people from being criminals, and a slap stopped this man from stealing ever again. He wouldn't even, you know, this guy wouldn't even steal from the grocery store. Although I have mixed feelings about that. Like he didn't steal a thing ever again because of that slap. He thought he big dog him. Man, let me get a bite of that chicken, and then didn't wait for a response. He took a bite of that chicken. Oh, quick, fast. Whoo! Goodness, I remember hearing that sound of the slap reverberate through the cafeteria like some sort of echo. It was bananas. That was great. That's a legendary slap. All the homies and people that know that slap are gonna watch this part and know exactly what slap I'm talking about. Abdeezy, the quickest hands in the South Side. that dude was a cowboy with the slap hands. That was crazy. Quick, fast. Yeah. No, but I'm saying, obviously, we should really bring back at least the head slap. The back of the head, little like smarten up slaps, and then and then we can build. We can build. It definitely takes some time to get the time and place right. But I do believe that we're missing out on a lot of bad behavior curbing by not utilizing the five fingers. I truly do feel that. Well, I think that brings us to the end here of another episode of What's Emmanuel Thinking. Y'all got into my mind, and now we're going to have y'all get out. All right? Well, thank you guys so much. Again, this has been another episode. Y'all take care. Stay black.